morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the Vegan Weight Watchers program. So I am making today something called 5-can soup, which mine is not 5 cans, but that's what it's called. So that's what we're going to call it, 5-can soup. So this is actually a really super simple recipe, and I'm really excited about it because all the ingredients in it are really good. It has way less points than what I'm going to count it as because I can't figure out how to differentiate where the points are coming from. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the no points part first. So you're gonna need a can of diced tomatoes. So I'm choosing to use all no salt added product because the soup itself has salt in it, and then I might use a little bit of bouillon, I don't know yet, and that would have salt in it too. So no salt added tomatoes, no salt added corn. So you get a can of corn, a can of tomatoes, and then you're supposed to use a can of black beans, which is fine. I happen to have a can of pinto beans in the refrigerator already open. So it is, yeah, it's already open and it's already rinsed and drained. So I'm just gonna go with this. Then you're also supposed to have a can of mixed vegetables, which I'm just gonna use a bag of frozen vegetables because I've never bought a can of mixed vegetables in my life. To be honest with you, I just never have. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I've just never done it. So, can of mixed vegetables, can of beans, can of corn, can of tomatoes. Then you're supposed to have a can of minestrone soup. So I did look at the store last night, and there are quite a few different brands that I think would probably work out just fine. But I picked one that had a little bit less sodium than the others and something that I've had the brand of before and know that I like. So this one is kale quinoa minestrone soup. I'm not usually a big fan of quinoa, but it's a very small amount in here. And so when I look at the ingredients, there's literally nothing but vegetables in here and quinoa. There's a little bit of sea salt here and there, and then there's no sugar and there's no oil. So I would say that the majority of this are free points. However, I don't know how much quinoa is in here, so I don't have any way of knowing exactly how many points is in this box. So if you put in exactly the number of calories, protein, no saturated fat, if you put all that into the calculator online, it says that this box of soup for 2 servings, because there's 2 servings in this box, so the whole box has 6 points. So I'm just gonna go with that because I don't know differently. So I'm going to put all this together, and this will be 6 points added to the rest that doesn't have any points. And I also looked up if you were to use a tablespoon of the no chicken base, which I don't know, maybe you could even use more and have it be the same points. I'm not actually sure. That's just what I looked. If you were to use a full tablespoon of this, it would be 1 point. So I know there's not 6 points in here. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like 2 or 3, but seeing as I don't know, we're just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna say that this soup is gonna be 7 points. I'm also going to, I'm just gonna put the rest of the can of lentils in there. There's no reason. It's just that they're open in the refrigerator, that my husband used them when he made hummus platters, I don't know, a little while ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And so there's a third of a can left. I'm just gonna put it in there because I can, because there's no points, and why not? Because it's a vegetable soup, right? So 5-can soup. So what you're supposed to do is just take all this, put it together, and warm it up, and ta-da, you've got food. I can't think of anything easier in my life that I could possibly do. So when I came home last night, I was super exhausted. Even though I was actually hungry, I just didn't bother to eat because I didn't feel like it. I was more tired than I was hungry. So I went to bed instead. Well, I visited with the boys for a little while they ate, and with my husband for a few minutes, and then I went to bed. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't do anything super exciting last night, and I didn't eat. So I did stick to my 23 points yesterday, and today I'm thinking we're gonna do okay today too. But anyway, this morning I am hungry, like I am really hungry. So I'm going to eat the rest of the tofu Hawaiian teriyaki thing that I made yesterday. So I've got a third of that left, which would be 3 points. So I'm going to eat that. I'm going to take 2 containers of soup with me today, and that will be 7 points. So that's 10 right there. If I have a cup of tea, that's 16. So it happens a lot faster than I thought it would, to be honest with you guys. I do have an apple still at work, and we'll see how much soup this makes. I mean, a can of beans and a can of corn and a can of tomatoes and a whole bag of vegetables, that's a lot of food right there. So I'm actually really looking forward to this recipe because I can eat a whole lot of it, and it's gonna be no problem for points. So that's kind of exciting. So anyway, I'm gonna go get a pot out, and get this started, warm it up, and get some dishes put away so that when I'm home in the mornings, I put the dishes away. And the mornings that I work overnight, so I'm not home in the morning, my 12-year-old puts the dishes away. So we're just kind of indoctrinating him into helping out more around the kitchen area, because it's a lot for my husband to have to take care of the whole house and kids and running them and doing all that stuff. So he and I try and do the dishes as much as possible. But I like to do them in the mornings when even if I'm going up to work and have to leave by 5, I still would like to do the dishes so that he doesn't have to do them every day. He gets 4 days per 2 weeks off, maybe 5 days per 2 weeks off, so it's not too bad. But if I don't do it, he'll do it, and he won't complain. So he's a good kid. So anyways, that's it for me for now, guys. I will talk to you again later. Maybe I'll come and show you. So I'm gonna have to taste this before I put any bouillon in it, because maybe with this, maybe it's got plenty of flavor and I don't need any more, in which case then it'll be 6 points. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'm not going to add bouillon to it till after I've tried it, and then I will let you guys know exactly how much I put in there. You might even want to put some black pepper in there. I don't know. So I'll be back with you guys to talk about it in just a little bit. Alrighty guys, so based on simplicity and flavor, you totally have to make this. So I put the ingredients that you know of in the pot. I did put 1 tablespoon of the bouillon in there. I put a fairly large scoop of garlic in it and a sprinkle of black pepper. So those last 3 things really and truly were just to my specifications of what I would like for flavor. If you're used to eating no sodium foods, then don't add any of the bouillon. I really like the richness of the no chicken one. It really tastes really good to me. Like, it's yummy. So I did put that in there, and then the garlic, you guys know me, I use garlic and everything. I love garlic. So this is really good. I'm going to take 2 containers this size, and there's going to be 1 container left over. So each of these containers will have, let's just go with 2 points. I want to call it carbs. It's not carbs, not at all. 2 points, but it's very good. It's got a lot of beans in it, which is yummy, because there were some beans. There were some kidney beans and some chickpeas, and then I put the pinto beans in there and the lentils. So this is really, really yummy. Yep, this is a must-do. This was really easy, really tasty. And it's so low in points that if you wanted to have something like a dinner roll or something with it, I bet you could get away with that. I don't know how many points are in bread, that kind of thing. I have no idea. I don't eat bread, so it really wouldn't matter, but I bet you could get away, or maybe even making cornbread or something along those lines. Oh my gosh, that would be really, really fantastic with this. So that's it for me for now, and I will chat with you guys again tonight. So like I said, I'm eating the leftovers of the teriyaki tofu, and so I put a half a cup of rice in there, so that's 3 points, and then there was 3 points in the food, so there's 6 points in my breakfast. So that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Hi everybody. So, oh my goodness, that soup was so awesome. Holy cow, it was terrific. So my husband, I took 2/3 of it and left 1/3 of it home, and my husband had it for lunch and said it was like awesome, super 2 thumbs up, because I texted him and asked him how he liked it, and he sent me 2 thumbs up, so that's pretty good for him. So anyways, it was really good. You guys should definitely make that. That was super easy and super delicious. I am at, I believe, 21 points for the day. So my husband just called me and it just totally interrupted my vlogging. Anyways, so 21 points for the day. I had my 6 points from the tofu this morning, the tofu teriyaki. That was 3 points with rice and 3 points with the food. And then I had 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, which was 5 at work, with a whole bunch of broccoli and some carrots. Then I had my tea, which was 6. And then I had my soup twice, which was 2 points each. So that was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points. And I also ate my apple at like 4:30ish. I do not know whether or not I'm going to eat when I get home, but if I am hungry, I do have another 2 points to play around with. I might actually just have, so I am a little confused about hummus, because to me, I would think that if you can't have smoothies because it's blended fruit and you could eat too much of it, I would think hummus would be the same thing. Like, you shouldn't eat blended beans, but apparently that's not the case. The fruits and the beans, I mean the vegetables and the beans don't count the same as fruit would in a smoothie, I guess. So anyway, hummus, if you make it without junk in it, is actually no points. It's just beans, so it's absolutely fine. However, most of the hummuses that you find at the store have oil in them and tahini. So if you get ones that have oil and tahini, you have a range from what I've seen for recipes and things online from 2 to 4 points per, I think it's 2 tablespoons. So the hummus that I buy has no oil. I was trying to think if it had tahini in it. It does have tahini in it. So it has no oil, but it does have some tahini in it. So anyways, I think I might have carrots and a little bit of hummus, which would probably just end up being 2 tablespoons because I don't actually know how many points are in there because I'm not making it myself. I could make it myself, but I'm just not going to. That's what my one son had for supper tonight, actually. So my husband had to take one child to a birthday party, and then one child stayed home sick from school today because woke up in the middle of the night, came in the bedroom, and Dad, I just puked all over my bed. It's like, eh. So yeah, that was exciting. But anyways, so yeah, that's it. That's all I've got for today. I'm going to go home and have some carrots and hummus and visit with my mom, who's watching the 2 boys for now. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.